ये जो है ना क्या बोलते हैं, अभी प्लेसमेंट वाली है, उनको भी थोड़ा स्पीड अप करना है, लेकिन मार्केट में ओपनिंग थोड़ा कम है वही है। सर मैं वही आपसे बात करने वाला था, वही के लिए। तो स्पेस डॉट एंटर। First, you go to the CMD under the node app folder and start your server one. Compile
Recording in progress.
At a time, one server can run. On port number 1, we can run only one server. If you have multiple port, then for multiple port, we can run multiple. CD node app. Okay, so I'm already inside. Nodemon space. Nodemon space. server1.js. After that, we can go to the second call CD React app. Here also you write npm start. Now we prepare to do more interview. More interview करना है हमने कर सकते हैं, अटेंड कीजिए, दे सकते हैं सर, दे सकते हैं, बट नोट से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आंसर थोड़ा पढ़ाई करना है। जितना नोट में हम गए हैं उतना मैं अटेंड कर सकता हूं, कर सकते हैं एक्सपीरियंस के लिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। So React server is starting. So for everyone, server 1 is compiled. For React server, जावास्क्रिप्ट में कर रहा हूँ डिटेल्स सिटी बेंगलुरु डिटेल्स के अंदर सिटी है बेंगलुरु उसके अंदर कौन सा है ईएमपी टाइप हाँ ईएमपी 2000 टाइप कर सकते हैं ना ओपन करके ना रिएक्ट वाला रिएक्ट में इसको एपीआई लिखा आप हाँ बटन क्लिक पे व्यू मोर सर कहाँ व्यू मोर का कहीं बनाया है क्या नहीं व्यू मोर नहीं बनाया बताएंगे Okay, so till here we have reached. We will work on this. I'll read right. So we'll open again that file server1.js and at beginning of the page we have to import the FS module. So this is we have written one. The city list was coming. This is the home URL that will give directly home URL. This is the user list. City wise we have displayed the users. And finally this one was called nested array book list. Not nested array, array of object was that true false we have seen. Now let's go here. After the first home, you can write a comment here. File management start here. File management and here. Okay, file management start here, file management, and here next we can write inside write app.get. Inside you write slash read my file function request response request and response. URL is read my file. URL created is read my file. And this is to read the file. So we wrote call read my file. Okay, wrote till here. Now come in the beginning. Here we can write, or here also, where we are writing the functionality there only. We can write const fs. Fs is nothing but file system. Fs equal to require fs file system. So we imported the module called fs module. Under the fs module we have multiple functions. With the help of that function we can read the data from a file. Now over here fs dot read file. File like any kind of text document, any HTML document. We can read through the Node.js and display in the front end. So we can write like this. fs dot read file. fs dot read file. fs dot read file. Inside that you will write a file name called message.txt. After that, data and response. After that again callback function will call here. The first parameter will be error and second parameter will be file data. File data. So in current folder there should be a file called message.txt file. So from message.txt file it will read the content and that content it will read the content and that content it will try to send to the front end. Now how it will do? It will look like this. Response.send this file data. Response.send file data, and after that response.end also. Response.send file data, response.end also. It will import this particular file message.text and it will read it. It will read the particular file that is called message.txt. And after reading that file, whichever the data will come from that file, that data will go to this variable file data, and that content of the file will go to the React. Now write this algorithm. Fetching it, and then we are giving it one variable. Fetching the data from a file. We are reading the data from a file, and that data we are going to send to the front end in React. React will display file data, the variable. No, storing the file data. The file data is for user differently. Okay, so wrote clear. Now create a file called message.txt. So this function I am sharing in your chat. First is the function for the server event and the response. Second is the callback function. Okay, so this function is ready. Next, come to the React. Okay, message.txt file we created. We have to create under the node app folder message.txt file. There you can write this is sample message. Okay, this is message, sample message. Now come to the React file. In React file, we have made one file, file.js. In file.js, this URL you can paste also. Which URL? This one. This URL. Localhost. Paste this URL. My file. Let's check this URL. Is it printing anything in browser? You can go to the browser, run this URL directly. Oh, it is not printing, right? Take a minute. Response.send I have written. Response.write, let me try. Response.write is helpful. So using response.write, we can send a text data. Response.send, we need to send, but here send is also working. H1, why it was not working? Response.write. Response.write is working. Send has some problem. Response.send. Yes, send will not work, right? So use the write only. Response.write. Please change to response.write. Using response.write, it is sending the right chunk any. Okay, any something writable.write like okay. False return something. The write further will chunk the return false. Okay, write here response.write. Run URL. Let me know also, is it printing the text content of your file? It should print the text content of your file. Special characters represent होता है slash in JavaScript. Slash या and operator से and operator खुद एक special character है. Slash the special characters in JavaScript are starting slash. Special character or regular expression. Regular expression will start from slash. Start from slash and end with a caret slash. Dollar slash. Because starting में मैंने and लिखे फिर पता चला मैंने अपने for validation एक JavaScript में करवाया था तो उसमें email में अपने start किया था slash. Email regular expression. Email regular expression. slash. Okay. Start with the slash caret and end with the dollar slash. Okay. Refuse to connect. Refuse to connect because we have used call this one. Which one? We have used call send. Please replace with the write. Response dot write. Then it should give you the data. Okay, come now to the file page now. Let file data or all data better. All data, file data, use state, CSS3 how to link with the Firefox. Initial CSS3 में आप अगर कोई टैग ले रहे हो तो ओल्ड फिर मैं Firefox से कैसे लिंक करूँगा? डॉक टैग सर क्या लिखा आपने? चार ऑप्शंस थे सर। एक था एमोजेड तो मैंने एमोजेड पे किया और एक था गूगल और दो ऐसे कोड्स थे मोजिला फायरफॉक्स एमोजेड। Okay, const read file or get file. Come inside. Use the fetch function again. Send request to that URL. Send request to this URL. Dot then response dot text. Because data is coming from the backend in form of text. Dot then data file data. Okay, then write anything. My data you will give the file data. Next, come down. Call use effect. fall inside the function called get file. One. So data will come from the server. Data will come from the server and data will go to the all data variable. From all data, we can print after this button. Use a div tag class equal to P4 𝕷𝖊𝖆𝖗 all data variable you can print on page load. As soon as the page will load, we should get the data from that particular file. And the text message should display in your browser. Please check. Let me know also it's coming or not. It converts array to object. Like suppose in a variable you have data in the form of object. Object you can't access. Fat arrow will help you to convert the object data. It will make you accessible. Here we have done the same thing. No? Data is available under the response. From response we convert it into where? Text. Okay. So again, it represents response come from where? The response come from this response. From left object is being transferred to the right object. And after that converting into text format. So here the data will appear. This is sample message. Printed for everyone. Text center. It should print here in the middle.